Hi, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to the sanctuary where I open the doors to this beautiful, cozy vibe of the universe. I will be cleansing the space because there's a bitchy vibe in the area, in the air. So we're just gonna cleanse it all out. Because what is unwanted in your life is supposed to be released. And this is a form of release. So let's begin. Taking away that filthy energy and releasing it all. Because bitches be walking with filthy energy, but screaming that they're walking proudly when they're walking with filthy energy. Yeah. So the message for today is the competition is not really a competition for you because you've been working towards this moment in your life for plenty of lifetimes. So it might be a competition to others outside of you. Yeah, because they're operating in illusion. But for you, my dear, it's not a competition because you've been working. Your soul has been created in this life for plenty of lifetimes if you have been navigated to click on this video. You are an old soul walking with your presence to be known in this life. Yeah. And bitches are pressed left and right because they're behind you. For plenty of lifetimes, they've been behind you for plenty of lifetimes, and they want to go above you and cut the line. What you've have been working for plenty of lifetimes, because your soul has been working on evolution for plenty of lifetimes. Your evolution of growth, your evolution with life, your evolution with the divine. So bitches are pressed because they're behind you for plenty of lifetimes, but don't have the ounce of effort to cut those illusions in their life. Because they believe so dearly that they're in competition with you. But my dear, you never been in competition with no one. Because no one can compare to you. Everyone is unique. Everyone is unique. And even the old souls that has been created for plenty of lifetimes, they're walking with presence that can't be compared. And that's the truth of it all. They can't fathom. They cannot fathom that they can't not compare to you. And it's a hard pill to swallow, for once, because the competition was to see their placement in this life, but they thought their placement was to cut you, my dear. When you have been in front of the line for plenty of lifetimes, they dare to cut you, my dear, because they've been in the back of the line for so many centuries of life. Because their ancestors, my dear, let me talk my shit. Their ancestors have been sliding and movement and back of the line for centuries. For centuries. Yeah. That's some real shit. Yeah, to say. And their ancestors has been in hiding mode. In hiding for centuries. But have the audacity to think that they will cut you in line when their ancestors have been hiding for plenty of lifetimes. 144 on the timer. So they can operate in rival mode. Let them. Let them, because that's their own will of doing. But for you, my dear, you've been walking with purpose for plenty of lifetimes. You've been in front of the line plenty of lifetimes. And no one cannot cut you in line, because your team will place them in line, and it will not be pretty. It will not be pretty, because it will be further from that placement that they've been walking in this lifetime. I have to laugh because, this is some real shit that I'm talking about. And that you are here to see for yourself. See for yourself that you've been slaying these bitches left and right. They get so pressed because they're in an illusion. They get so pressed that because they're operating in illusion. That they think that no one cannot bring them down to humble them. That the creation did not create wants to humble you in this life. You got it mistaken, my dear. And I could talk about it so freely because I've been that one as well. Slaying bitches left and right, thinking that they are so upper rank when we are all equal, my dear. When we are all equal, but they think they're so upper rank when they've been in the back of the line for centuries. So who is the upper rank, my dear? Let me talk my shit. When you are in the front of the line and they've been in the back of the line, who's really the upper rank, my dear? But you don't scream to me that you have to be known, your presence to be known like that, because you move in silence. 144 on the timer. You move in silence. But these bitches be so loud with their presence because they think they're so upper rank, my dear. Now you have to be in operation to slay these bitches, to humble them. Because in their right mind, they're operating an illusion. And they cannot compete where they cannot compare. And that's the truth of it all. It's a hard pill to swallow for once. When you have to slay these bitches down. When the divine lets you know that it's time to slay these bitches down, to humble them for their own clarity to see. And that's some bro shit. That is some bro shit. Because right now they're not seeing with their clear view of mind. No. Because they choose to operate in rivalry when that's only gonna place them in back of the line. In back of the line. And what I'm getting is in the trenches, we recognize real realness. If your presence is real, we'll recognize you. If your presence is not real, bitch, you're looked as like a fucking clone. A replica of the original. You get what I'm saying? Do you feel that? Let me say it again for the ones in the back. In the trenches, we recognize real. If your presence is real in life, we'll recognize you. But if your presence is not real, it's a clone, my dear, a replica of the original. We will not acknowledge you, my dear. Because y'all bitches are not real. Let me talk my shit. Yeah. Y'all bitches are not real. And your character of your persona is not real for the ones. Yeah. Like I said, it's a hard pill to swallow for once. Yeah. It's a hard pill to swallow. Because for plenty of lifetimes, it has been ingrained and even ingrained with their family to operate in movement like they're not gonna be seen. Okay? Because just because your team is not visible does not mean they're not beside you, my dear. And if they see how your team looks, they would not dare. They would not dare to play with you, my dear. Because some of them, some or all, my dear, their true face, they're not in fear. Their true face, they're not in fear. And you know what I'm getting? You know what I'm getting? I don't know if you watched the movie Johnson, the family vacation. But it was the same family having a rivalry competition. But the other half of the family acknowledged that, you know, winning is not all about the trophy. Winning, again, is not all about the trophy. It's about the steps forward. that you walk in your life. But you know what I'm getting? You know what I'm getting when he received when he received the trophy. Steve Harvey was like, oh man. And then the other brother was like, you know what? This trophy it's just a trophy. I'm just gonna give it to you because you're crying over it. You're crying over it, and I see that it's a big thing for you to have. So I'm gonna give you the trophy, but I'm gonna stay with the winning moment. And that's what the brother did. He gave the trophy to the ones, but he stayed with the winning moment. And what happened next? The trophy got squished by a truck. And he's like, oh fuck. He's like, oh fuck. Why did you have to crash like that? Cause bitch, it's not your trophy. You have been defeated. You have been defeated. But you wanted a trophy that is not yours. So I'm gonna crush it. Please give me a moment. Oh my God. Oh shit. So I'm gonna crush it. Cause bitch, it was not yours. Oh my God. So like I'm saying, these bitches are defeated, but wanna cry for a trophy that is not truly theirs. Okay? Because you won the trophy, my egg. You won the winning moment. But these bitches that have been defeated. Yeah. Oh, because they don't want to do the walk of shame to their family that they defeated. That they got defeated. Because their family is going to be like, what happened? What happened? I thought you was going to win. What happened? What happened was that these bitches was slayed by you. They needed to be humbled enough to truly see their placement in this life. Because cutting people in line that have been walking this path for centuries, for plenty of lifetimes. That's not how you get a winning moment. That's not how you get a motherfucking trophy. And the divine has to give you this lesson again, for this lifetime, so you could see for yourself. So they could see for themselves that cutting a line will not give you justice. You'll be judged by cutting the line, and also you'll be put further down. Yeah. And that is the truth of this message, my pen. Is that you won the winning moment. And you was like, you know what? You're crying for it. I'm going to give you the trophy. But I'm going to win this winning moment. I'm going to get this winning moment. And I'm not going to let no one come between this winning moment in my life. That's what you said. And I'm only speaking on ones that have been walking this path. And that are here to receive their winning moment. Like the divine promised you in this life. But the other bitches in the back of the line forgotten that small print that has been pressed in this life. To not cut ones in front of the line. That's not how you receive, my dear. So thank you for being here, and I close the doors of this sanctuary. And thank you for enjoying this cozy vibe that we are here to acknowledge that you are that